Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Investigation, where we analyse Daggerwin's Survival Trucking. Now, the first episode came out a little while ago, and it did incredibly well. I am genuinely honoured. 1,333 views. We have even had a comment from Daggerwin and a shout out from him, which I am genuinely massively appreciative for. So thank you for that. Now, we're going to move on to what we've got today. So, the previous episode I recorded was based on episode 2, I believe, of Daggerwin's Survival Trucking, where he had many a crash. Since then, we've not had any crashes, but I have picked up on a couple of things that I wanted to point out. So, this is Survival Trucking Day 5, where he's driving through Scotland. And we're just about to watch Daggerwin blast through a speed sign. So it is 50 mile an hour limit currently.
These roads
There's 30.
Until a lunatic comes
and
behind you.
Daggerwin didn't even notice.
Swerve in and out between everybody.
Didn't even notice, or at least it didn't seem to notice. Now, I don't need to check the highway code. I don't need to show you that. We all know you're supposed to drive at a speed limit. It's supposed to be done. Now, in his defense, if I just rewind it back a little, the speed sign is on the left-hand side after the bend. If you look,
these roads are perfectly safe until a lunatic.
So it is quite tricky to be able to slow down in time for that. But as it's a bend, well, probably shouldn't go blasting around the bend. Now, the next one. Only a couple of minutes later. Let's get to that. So I've mentioned roundabouts previously when Daggerwin had a crash, and this is another roundabout. Luckily, no crash here, but let's have a look. Let's just watch it through.
Only 22 miles left. Should be fairly easy from here. And I've got to say, despite it being left-hand drive, this hasn't been...
And there we go. Did you spot the mistake? Probably not. So let's check the highway code. We can see, for all the different types of exits you might be taking, signal left after you've passed the exit before the one you want. Signal left after you pass the exit before the one you want. Now, if we go back just a couple of seconds, indicating right, as should be done.
Should be fairly easy from here.
Indicating left.
Despite it being left-hand drive.
No. Messed up a little there. Should have indicated left. But I'll be honest with you, when I drive any simulator where I'm driving a vehicle, I don't drive it in the exact same way that I would if I was driving in real life. So I do understand not doing that. Right, on to the next video, and something which I've picked up on in several videos, including this one. You might have spotted it yourselves. Let's have a look. So, we're in Bergen. This is day 6. Best views ever, West Coast. Now, we've got the headlights on,
It's going to be all new.
driving up to the ferry, and we're going to get into the ferry and head over to the Faroe Islands.
Looks like it has capacity for 2 lorries. It's just a small one. And we can go to Thurso.
Oh no, sorry, from the Faroe Islands
Yeah, that's going to be good timing.
to Scotland.
So 10 or 11 a.m. Yeah, 10:25. Ooh, we're gathering. Maybe this time I can go the correct one.
Now, headlights are still on. Headlights remain on for the majority of this episode. And actually, it's something that I've noticed in most of these videos, that Daggerwin tends to leave the headlights on during the day. So, can you leave the headlights on during the day? Let's see. You must ensure all side lights, blah blah blah. Use headlights at night. Use headlights when visibility is seriously reduced. You must not use any lights in a way which would dazzle or cause discomfort to other road users. Use front or rear fog lights unless visibility is seriously reduced. You should also use dipped headlights in built-up areas. Keep your headlights dipped when overtaking, and slow down if you're dazzled. So, it does not say that you cannot use them during the day, but it does say you should not use your lights in any way which would dazzle or cause discomfort. So I don't think what Daggerwin's doing is causing discomfort to any other drivers, so we'll let him off here. However, in the residential areas, when he's in traffic during the day, it might be something that kind of distracts people. But there's nothing technically wrong with it, so we're not going to complain about that. Now, episode 7. So, talking about the headlights, this leads us to a very nice start of the video. We are 2 minutes 30, this is day 7. Sorry officer, I don't know what I'm doing. Now, no headlights on. It is, I can't move that. 22:44.
Well, I think there were quite a few.
So, no headlights on at all.
But anyway, yeah, we'll just talk about that.
And it looks to me like the side lights are off as well. And you'll see why in a second, because Daggerwin gets a headlight offence. Headlight offence there.
Already failing.
So when he turns the lights on, you see the dashboard light up. That's the side lights. And then again, to put the headlights on. Now again, coming back to this. Use headlights at night except on a road which has lit street lighting. These roads are generally restricted to a speed limit of 30 miles an hour. If we look here, this is a 30 mile an hour road. And I'm just going to go back a second.
Yeah, I need to be careful. Already failing. £210 for not having your headlights on. It's because the roads are so well lit here. Didn't feel I needed my lights on.
Well, Daggerwin, you are absolutely correct. You did not need your lights on. This is a 30 mile an hour road and it's a well-lit road. According to the British Highway Code, you do not actually need them. However, you should have had your side lights on, because side lights need to be on between sunrise and sunset, and that's something else. So, you are correct, you don't need your lights on, but you should have had the side lights on. So, one tick, one cross. Right, next one. Okay, so this was a time lapse, and I know that Daggerwin did mention this later on after he finished the time lapse, and he did say, maybe no one will have noticed. Well, I did notice, Daggerwin. And there it was, speeding events. Now I'm going to try and scrub back just slightly. We're going to go through this. I'm going to hit pause, so you might hear a loud bang as I do it, because I'm going to smash the keyboard to try and get spot on. So. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Let me put it in full screen mode so you possibly can. Nope, still can't. It says 36 in a 30. That's why I got the speeding offence. Again, no need to check the highway code. We know we're not supposed to speed. Naughty, naughty. Okay, next one. So this is right before Daggerwin comes across the diversion. Just one little thing here. The headlight symbol is on. I've got the headlights on during the day. Again, just a little note. Now, we're going to have this diversion in a moment. And Daggerwin mentioned something a little bit later on, which was that they're not actually blocking the road, and he is spot on. They're not blocking the road. Obviously this is something, I don't know if it's pro mods or the original game, but it should actually be blocking the portion of the road that you can't go down, and it should give you advance notice of it. Now, that's not technically in the highway code, it's just something that you learn and you know. Now, I'm not going to show you the video of it, because we all know what happened, and we all know it wasn't correct, including Daggerwin, who said himself, later on, after trying to get around this, trying to find a way around this several times, he just went around on the hard shoulder. Now, we all know that's not the correct thing to do, but I do understand, and I think we forgive you for that one, Daggerwin. And so, moving on to the last one. Okay, so before we start this one, I have to say, I did find it very amusing that Daggerwin obviously noticed that I analysed one of these in the previous episode, and I could hear him in the video trying to kind of do a little memory check against what I'd said previously, trying to see whether he had done it correctly. So let's just see what happened.
So our delivery depot is somewhere on the right. There's one of those crashes again.
Yes, it is. It's another one of those crashes again, Daggerwin. You are completely right. Now, as we decided last time, you are supposed to move to the left lane. You should also look where the other car is. Now, I know there's the mirror up here, so we can't see if you are actually checking that. I don't know. But on this one, the highway code doesn't really help, because this is a 2-lane road. Therefore, theoretically, you could turn off from both lanes. Theoretically. Whether you should is a different story. So I actually think this is an issue with SCS and the way their cars go around the roundabout. I think you should get a let-off for this one. I don't think it was your fault. But let's see what everyone else thinks.
That's one for JF Farming. Well, I'm pretty sure that car was... I should have been in the right lane to go round. I indicated off. Pretty sure I was in the right there, but yep, not saying I am. We'll leave it to the judges.
But anyway, thank you very much everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon for another episode analysing some more of Daggerwin's trucking. Goodbye.